All right. Welcome back. I've not gotten over the disappointment of the failures in the Premier League. Slept on it. Still didn't feel good when I woke up. It's the biggest bottle job. Like we've bottled a few games here. In this save, there's been a few, Championship playoff final against Birmingham came to mind. The Everton Carabao Cup final, the Club World Championship final against Arsenal. We dominated that tournament getting to there and then lost that final. What else? Last season, we were in such a strong position for the title, and then towards the end of the season, just completely form dropped away completely and didn't finish third. Going into this title run, we were brilliant. We hadn't lost for ages. We were winning most games. A couple of draws in there, but winning most games. And then that one game at home in West Brom, we just needed to win. We needed one more goal, and we would have won that title. Couldn't get it. We actually finished with less points as we did in last season and our first season in the Premier League, despite being closer, effectively, to winning the Premier League. It was weird. Being before this game is rolled about, obviously we're looking at the Champions League final lineup here, Concord versus Man City. Before, I was looking at the club going, who should move on now? Because I think there's been a number of players who've been here for a while and have done very well to get us to a position, not push us that forward. Maybe there's a bit of competition in the club that I'm thinking isn't needed anymore. The front runner for that is not good enough, and maybe the second guy's take over. I'm looking at mental statistics a lot more. I'm looking at concentration and things like that, and work rate and teamwork and things like this, and making sure that is more important in my decision making rather than technical. Because I think there's been some people who have not been technically fantastic, but mentally have been very good and actually done a good job. I'm thinking of, he wouldn't be doing good. Sammy Greenwood was one of those players. Sammy Greenwood wasn't particularly technically fantastic, but used to put performances in left, right, and centre because he was mentally very strong. So yeah, I think that might need to look at. I'll see. I mean, there's a few players there's quite a few of my club, of my squad, who are wanted by big teams. I imagine if we get bids from them, it's going to be quite difficult to persuade them to stay, especially if they're not winning trophies here. But it's a bit early to talk about that now. But you've got a Champions League final to deal with. I am not as excited about this as I was before the last episode. Obviously, this is the second consecutive Champions League final we've been in. Last year was a bit of a non-event, lost on penalties after a 0-0 draw to Real Madrid. Didn't really turn up for the game, just sort of let it pass us by, as we often do in these big games. I don't know how to play this one. My instinct is to play counter-attack. Is to try and basically shithouse our way to a win. That's effectively how I'm thinking. Play 3 in the midfield, 2 wingers, and just try and cancel Man City out and maybe catch them on the break. That's my instinct. My head says you should play our strongest, play tiki-taka and play our strongest team. But there has been some news regarding our strongest team. This man here, Bruninho, is going to miss the Champions League final. He got an injury a couple of days ago, and this is going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks. So, unfortunately, nothing can be done about that. He won't play. Here we go. So, both forms are excellent, even though we've got that one little grey dot, which was obviously the draw to West Brom, which meant that we lost the title when Man City won it. Man City's form has been fantastic. If we look at their recent games, not just the last 5. Yeah, there's been similar to ours, really. They lost the Carabao Cup final, but they haven't lost a Premier League game since 12th of January. That was to Watford. Watford, I think, finished 19th. So strange, yeah. But they haven't lost a Premier League game since then. Their form in the league has been absolutely mental. They even beat us on that road as well with a late goal. Yeah, they're in ridiculous form. especially as well, considering early on in the season they were falling away. For a lot of the time, it's going to be between us, Man United, and Chelsea. Chelsea fell away, and Man City just completely went through, and a ridiculous run towards the end. So they're favourites, and rightfully so. So I'm thinking that's why we should play counter-attack for this game. There's a lot of players who I'm thinking that might not be here next season. I'll reveal who I think that I should probably move on and maybe focus on young English guys. I've got some really good young guys in the team that I'm thinking, do you know what? I don't think they can do much worse than some of the players. I'm not saying that the players have played badly, but I don't think they've played that well in order to warrant them being in the club and take it. They got so much money. So as far as I know, yeah, Alonso is fit, but not in a great match sharpness. So I'm gonna stick with Caton for this one. Ibanez fifth yet. Lima, apparently Harvey's just about fit, but yeah, he's not going to be well enough to play, so I'm not going to play him. Obviously not going to play Rankin. I'm going to play Angulo in defensive midfield. Gustavo Enrique and Fatai up in front of him. He can be a deep line playmaker on defend. He can be deep line playmaker on support. Benrabah, Diogo. I'm not going to play Diogo for this. I'm going to play Polyak. Polyak seems to be able to get out those performances more than anyone else. I'm going to play Nogueira up front. Obviously missing Bruninho for this game. He's gutted. Look, he's mental. He's not happy at all. Which it's one of them things. You just got to deal with it. I'm going to keep Joe Waugh on the bench because, as I said, like I did, I know it was probably probably made me pay in the end, but when we were playing West Brom, if we were cruising that game, I wanted Joe Waugh to be on the pitch when the final whistle went. And the same goes here. I don't think we'll ever get to a point where we're cruising, but we might be able to snatch something. So I'm going to put him on the pitch, and he loves being at the club. He's as happy as Larry to be here. I want him to be involved. Hussey's a really good young midfielder that I don't play. Hughes is a good young midfielder that I don't play. We've got this young lad, Michael Hackett, who's a fantastic prospect. He's probably going to be. I'm thinking of. Well, again, I'm talking about this. Talking about the squad. I shouldn't be talking about the squad now. I should be talking about it here and now. Alonso, Harvey, Bragg. Yeah, I'm going to put Bragg on the bench instead of. Who am I? No, I'm not. I'm not going to put Bragg on the bench. Okay. Make sure these guys are happy. I'm on support. I have him on support as well. Angulo's lacking a bit in sharpness because he's missed a few games recently, but I'm definitely going to play him for this game. As is actually Nogueira. I think there's obviously been a couple of weeks since the last game, so always go to tactics, check what the assistant has to say. He's got 4 things to say. Oh, I'm not bothered about that. Yeah, again, not bothered about that. Cool. Was that it? Oh, okay. Fine. Yeah, cool. There we go. Counter-attack today. Oh, I can select 12 substitutes apparently. I didn't realise I could do that on the Champions League final. There you go. Okay, so I've got 5 more to choose from. So Bragg definitely goes in. Bragg. Yeah, maybe Alonso in case you have a problem with the fullback, which I can now afford to bring on. Don't need a second centre back really. Right back, centre midfield, and Hughes. Blimey, I can choose all of these, can't I? Have I already put Bragg in there? I thought I did that. God knows what's going on there. I'm confused. Oh, maybe it's only 9. Selection advice. Just quickly do this to see who fills out. And there you go. Oh, how weird. Yeah, not playing Alonso. We're going to play Caton. Angulo, Fatai, Polyak, Benrabah, Nogueira, Enrique, Angulo, 5th, Ibanez, Lima. Yeah, that's who I want to play. That's a bench. All right then. Yeah, cool. There we go. That'll do. It's big. I know it's big. I'm lacking enthusiasm for this game. As I said before, I always have a thing in my head that it always annoys me when the champions of Europe don't win their own domestic league. It always makes me think, well, why? How's that happened? And Man City are on such ridiculous form that I just kind of feel like this isn't going to go our way today. I hope the video is going to run okay. We'll find out once it runs, but if it's a bit jittery, I'm really sorry. There's not much I can do, really. I'm trying everything to make it run better. Yeah, avenge. Get revenge on Man City. That's what it's about today. Obviously, we're missing a big man in Bruninho up top, but we're going to have to make do. Here we go. Free kick in a dangerous area. Here we go. Go on, up we go. Anyone there? Nogueira brings it back. Enrique and Gulo playing deep, obviously. Lima, Caton. Oh, we've been pushed back a bit there. That's a bit disappointing. We've still got the ball. We're quite good at holding the ball when we need to. Nicely done from Fatai. Lima. Got to be a goal. It is! Nogueira! 3rd minute. We've scored. We take the lead in the Champions League final. The young lad who had to come in instead of Bruninho. Hang on. Man City have a chance. It's caught. It's caught by Volters. That means it's not going to be an end of the highlight. Only 4th minute. It's a long ball. Nogueira brings it down. Go on, Nogueira. It's 2-0! João Nogueira! We're not even 4 minutes into the game. We're 2-0 up in the Champions League final. Get in there. An assist for Volters on that one. Get in there. Wow. Couldn't ask for much more. At the start of this game. Brilliant. I'm absolutely buzzing with that. It is another free kick to City. It's caught again by Volters. He's not going to do it again, is he? He's not going to do it again. He plays it long. It's brought down by Polyak. Across to Ben Raba. Surely not. Ben Raba goes down. That's got to be a penalty. He's going to look at the penalty. That's got to be a penalty. They never not... Lads. What a turnaround. After the disappointment of that, what's the referee got to say? It's surely a penalty. He's given it! It's a penalty! I don't know who's going to take it because Rankin's not playing. We could be 3-0 up in 15 minutes. It's Nogueira for the hat-trick. He scored! A 15-minute hat-trick for the young Nogueira. We're 3-0 up in 15 minutes in the Champions League final. Unbelievable. Surely Concord are heading for their first ever major trophy here. What an absolute... We've just completely destroyed them in the first 15 minutes. 3 goals. Nogueira with all 3. The man... There's a second hat-trick of the season. He scored a brilliant hat-trick against Chelsea earlier on when we hammered them. Oh, lads. I am... Wow. What is going on with this club? Yeah, close Hadland. Oh, hang on. Man City have got another free kick, but the last 2 have resulted in our attacks. It's Berger. Oh, he's done well there. Close down Hadland. Well played, Caton. And again, mate. Oh, he's got around them, though. Hadland's dangerous. Oh, good save, Volters. I'm going to have to close down Hadland, yeah. I completely agree. Can you let me do it? Hadland, pressing intensity always. Okay. Wow. Unbelievable first 16 minutes there. Hat-trick for Nogueira. Ridiculous goal. Ridiculous scenes. Oh, hang on. Hold on. It's over. They've headed it over. We're holding on, boys. Get in. Right. Excellent. Yes. There's a trophy online. Go. What? How can you be confused and demotivated? You scored a hat-trick in the Champions League final. Nogueira. João Nogueira. Remember the name. Only 20 years old. He scored he's come in for one of the best players in the world in Bruninho. And he has scored a hat-trick in his place. Might be the end of Bruninho. Nogueira. What have we got? It's Fatai. He's still got it. Get the ball across, Fatai. He's been tackled. Fatah has won Champions League before. He actually won last year's Champions League for Real Madrid, so this could be a second consecutive with two different teams. It's Benrahma. It's headed in! It's Polyak! It's 4-0! Get in there! Lovely ball across from Benrahma. Polyak nips in. Oh, do you know what this is reminding me of? There's one game I was thinking of that we didn't bottle. The League One playoff final against Borough, and we beat them 8-1. This is reminding me of that, where the team has just gone, sod it, let's just go out there and hammer them. And I thought I have to play counter-attack for this game, and we have dominated them. We've just marginally had a bit less possession, but we have battered them. Right, I know who I'm going to bring on. I know who I'm going to bring on. I said it before, if the game was basically won, there's one man I want on that pitch. The hero of Concord. The man who has put Concord in he put him in the Premier League. There's no doubt about it. Joe Waugh. Welcome onto the pitch, my friend. I am delighted that I can do this. Joe Waugh, experienced winger, club legend. Absolutely buzzing. We are looking at the champions of Europe here. Concord Rangers. Not champions of England, mind. Couldn't get over that line. Bottled it on the last day of the season, but we haven't bottled it today. Absolutely brilliant. Man City haven't got an answer. After their fantastic form, they have capitulated in the Champions League final. There's a chance. It's 4-1. Capdevielle. It's his first goal of the season. Good time to get it. Wow. Probably could have pitched in earlier. And there's another chance for Man City. It's claimed again by Volters. Surely not again. 2 goals have already come from a big Volters long kick. He's gone long. It's headed away. Early Noguera. Oh, Noguera. That's poor, that is, mate. Right. Okay. They're coming away here. Let's pour that. There's a chance for Man City. It's blocked. There we go. Counter-attack. Alright, okay. Let's make another substitution. I'm going to take off Noguera for a standing ovation. I hope you join me. I'm going to bring on Habib Kouassi just to absolutely annoy them at the end of the game. And I'm also going to take off Fatah because he's booked. And I'm going to give Carl Hussey a run out. Give Carl Hussey a game. He's a good player. He's a good young player. I have to think about his future because I don't think he wants to stay if he's not going to play. But off goes John Aguera. In the first 16 minutes, he won us the Champions League final. Absolutely mental. Man City have got a corner though. What are they going to do? It's claimed again by Volters. He's been brilliant today. Very good at claiming them. I made sure I did a bit of tactical preparation for set pieces because that's our weakness. And the last few games, set pieces of where we conceded goals. Man City are coming at us a little bit here though. Good challenge, Caton. It stayed in off the corner flag, and luckily we can get away with it. Here you go. Long ball forward. It's Kouassi. Surely not 5. Kouassi! Oh! We've battered them. We have been brilliant. That one goal pushed everyone's ratings down a little bit, which is a bit harsh. We're 4-1 up in the Champions League final. Absolutely brilliant. Unreal, lads. Unreal. Our first major trophy is the hardest one to win. Blow whistle, ref. Here we go. Maybe a 5th. Joe Waugh. Go on, Joe. Drops it back. We're passing around here. Go on, Joe. Lovely stuff. Give it to Joe, mate. It's Caton. He's tackled. Is there going to be another consolation? No, it's headed away. We're dominating here. Oh, that's poor, that. That's poor. I think it was huge to give that ball away. It's Trebelsi. Oh, he smashes it wide. Game was won in the first half, lads. We completely killed it. Here's a corner. Late corner to Man City. Going to get another one. It's Winks. Not cleared. It's gone wide. It's got another corner. It's another corner. Bloody whistle, ref. Come on. Too high. That's got to be it, surely. Get in there! Champions of Europe! Brilliant. Look at that. The boys lift the trophy in Madrid, where it's a city that we lost it to last year. It wasn't the city. It's not Santiago Bernabéu that we're playing in. But we have come to Madrid to play Man City in the Champions League final after the disappointment of losing out in the Premier League. You've come to play Man City and we have battered them 4-1. We've basically battered every team that we faced in the Champions League this year. And Man City have not been any excuse for that. That is fantastic from the lads. Hat-trick for Nogueira, his second hat-trick of the season. Not many assists from anyone, really. I think 2 assists, one from Ben Rabbit assisted the Poljak goal. And Volters was the long ball forward that Nogueira brought down and scored from. But absolutely unreal, lads. Honestly, fantastic. Champions of Europe. Concord Rangers' first major trophy. Wonderful. I thought this could be one of the worst ends of the season. But it's turned out to be triumphant. Champions of Europe, Concord Rangers. Oh, look at that. 4-1 in the Champions League final. Let's have a look at these now. Got 14 messages to go through. There's going to be some interesting ones. Concord win the Champions League. Concord lift Champions League 4-1. Disappointing result. You were battered, lads. We won 16 million for winning that. Medals for Champions League wins, yeah. Joe Waugh got 2 goals in the Champions League this year. Good for him. Didn't score. It's his first season that he's never scored a goal in the league, unfortunately, for Joe Waugh. But he did get 2 goals in the Champions League, which I'm buzzing with. Look at that, Bruninho. 10 goals in 8 starts. Bloody brilliant. As well, Nogueira, 6 goals in 5 starts. Oh, he scored a hat-trick in that last game, so that helped. Poljak as well was important. Diogo had a very poor turnout in the Champions League. 6 games, no goals, no assists, average rating 6.5. Not good. Not good from him. Poljak was good in the Champions League this year. Concord fans worship Moran. What more can you ask for? The fans of Concord will be nursing hangovers tomorrow after the team led by Jamie Moran brought home the UEFA Champions League. The secretary of the official supporters club announced that Moran's skill as successor manager would put many of his contemporaries to shame. Following Concord's Champions League win, club favourite David Bremang, people remember him, admitted that he was lost for words at the season's achievements. Bremang was especially keen to praise Concord players for securing victory and reserved special commendation for manager Jamie Moran for making it all possible, before going on to state that he was certain to be considered a legend for eternity as a result of their triumph. Delighted with the Champions League win. The minimum expectation was quarter-final. We've gone and won the tournament. Look at these. Look at this little list here. Atletico Madrid 2031, 2032 was Liverpool, 2033 Man City, 2034 Man United, 2035 was Real Madrid in the final that we lost, 2036 Concord Rangers. From Vanarama National League South to Champions of Europe in about 14 years. Nogueira leads the way for Concord. Yeah, he was absolutely brilliant. Wow, I'm mightily impressed by the young lad. Yeah, so there are people who have been touted to go. Gustavo Henrique's been constantly being chased by Real Madrid. We'll see. He's valued at 64 million. We'll see what we can get for him if necessary. I've got a figure in my head. Poljak is being watched by Barcelona. I'm really keen to kind of keep Poljak. We get an extra 7.62 million from Champions League TV, another 3.8 for coefficient ranking pool, collective bonus of 14 million paid up to the squad. Yeah, that's fair enough. Overachievers are Shamrock. Surely overachievers were us. There you go. Fantastic, lads. Finally, the heartache is over. We have won a major trophy. And this might make those boys into men now. We've bottled the Premier League in the last episode. Drawing at home to West Brom, where a win would have been enough to seal it. Losing the title to Man City, who are on ridiculous form. Let's have a look at their form towards the end of the season, shall we? I showed you it before the game, but I'm going to show you it now. They lost the Carabao Cup final, but then they went on a ridiculous run, only dropping only drawing 2 games. One was in the Champions League to Liverpool. They drew that game as well, actually. They drew both games to Liverpool and won on penalties. Drew another game to Liverpool. So they won basically every game unless they played Liverpool. And then they played us in the Champions League final. Big red circle there. Lost 4-1. João Nogueira killed them. Absolutely killed them at the end there. What a legend. He scored 20 goals this season from 19 starts, which is impressive. He had 31 sub appearances. So he played 50 games exactly and scored 20 goals. If I compare it to his Watford season, he played 39 games and scored 22 goals, but he was starting a striker almost every game in that season. Where for us he wasn't, he was substitute and still pitched in. So I'm going to have some decisions to make, I think. If we're talking about who we might let go, I'm going to monitor the Bruninho situation. Obviously, Bruninho has been really good in terms of consistency, scoring a lot of goals every year. Fell away towards the end of this year, unfortunately. Benrahma, no way I'm letting him go. Benrahma has been one of the best signings I've ever made. 48 chances created over the season. Absolutely amazing. 22 goals, 21 assists. Yeah, amazing. 7.6 rating. Can't ask for much better. João Nogueira I'm going to keep hold of, or at least try to. It'd be between João Nogueira or Bruninho. I'm probably not going to keep both at the club. We'll see how it goes. Polyak I'd like to keep hold of. Ranking and and ahhing about, seeing what there's available. We've got some good young attacking midfielders in the club that I might push up to the first team. Diogo, I'm really considering. He's been a great servant to the club, no doubt. He's a team leader and he's been at the club for we're talking 9 years now. He's been really good. But I'm just kind of thinking that his consistency's dropped off a little bit. He's 28 now. I could sell him for a fair bit of money, and I've got Polyak in there who will probably do a better job. Polyak obviously spent a lot of the season out injured, but actually had a better goals return than Diogo. Kouassi, I'm thinking of moulding him into a predominant left winger, and maybe using him as backup for Polyak. But we'll think about that, see what comes in for him. Fatah is no way I'm getting rid of him. He's been brilliant this year. Billy Bragg, probably going to let him go. He had a couple of useful sub appearances towards the end of the season, but how old is he? 23, 24, 22, and he's rated at 26. I reckon I can get about 35 million for him. He has some standout stats in finishing and pace and acceleration, so he's extremely quick, but his mental's not fantastic, and his technical areas isn't brilliant, so I will be considering letting him go. Ibanez, I'm probably going to keep him for now. He's very highly rated. Joe War, obviously I've said before, I'm never letting Joe War go. Even if he does ask to leave, I'm going to try and persuade him to stay. Might be able to see if I can get him as a coach. Gustavo Enrique is another guy, his attributes are amazing. I know that. But Real Madrid, West Ham, I don't know why he'd go to West Ham. West Ham were rubbish this year. But if Real Madrid come in with a decent enough bid for him, I'll consider it. Carl Hassie, he's very good on his day. Very good backup, but I think he wants to move on. I don't think he wants to stay if he's not playing. He hasn't played much actually this year. Wants to go out on loan for playing time. Yeah, hoping his playing time will improve. So I'll consider him. Wangello was a good backup when needed. Played 10 games in the league, 22 in total. Scored a goal actually in the Champions League. Very good backup. I'll consider him. Frith was very good. Caton's probably going to go. I've got a right back. I've got my eye on. That would be our number one right back. I'll probably let Caton go and push Alonso down to backup. Hackett, I'm probably going to use as my backup right winger next year. He's only 19. He's got decent physical, half decent mental, half decent technical. But I think if I'm involving him in the first team, he'll develop quicker. Hughes is good. Danath, I don't think Danath was very good. Ibinger was a backup. Lima was okay. Harvey was okay. Might look at the left back. There's a couple of guys here that I'm thinking of getting rid of. Volters had a very good last game there, but he's excellent. He's a very good goalkeeper. He's potential of becoming a world-class keeper. I know this, but I'm getting a lot of interest from German teams. I think I could sell him for quite a lot of money and get someone who's better for not much more. So, and Oscar Angulo, he's not had a fantastic season. He's been okay. He's obviously a strong man in the midfield, but yeah, I mean, 24 appearances, no goals, no assists. I know in that position that's not what he's there for, but you think his rating might be a bit higher. His pass ratio was pretty good. We'll think about it. We'll see what we get for him. And he's on 28. When you get to sort of 28, 29, I start to think that maybe I can get someone in who's a bit around your age, around your ability, but 4 or 5 years younger. Yeah, there you go. It's exciting. We're champions of Europe. Get in there. We'll see what's going on. I think there might be that World Club Championship, annoyingly. World Club. Don't know when it is. Club World Championship. When is that? Oh, 2037. So it's next year. But it starts in pre-season again. 18th of May. Is it because the English teams keep winning it? I think that might be what it is. So it seems as though the Club World Championships happens every 4 years, and like every year it used to happen in the winter, now happens every 4 years, but in the summer. It's going to be held in Spain, and we're entered into it, but that'll be next year. So, yeah, there you go, lads. I thought it was going to be the most disappointing end to a season ever after failing in the Premier League, drawing at home to West Brom, but then smashing Man City 4-1 in the Champions League final is the icing on all of our cakes. Next stop is domination. I want us to win everything. I want us to have the best club in the world and dominate and win all trophies. That's the first one. Let's go and get the others. I'll see you next time. Cheers then!